Once upon a time, in a village near a vast and mysterious forest, there lived a hunter named Jenny. Jenny was known throughout the village for her excellent hunting skills, but she was also known for her greed. She hunted more animals than she needed, often leaving the forest in disarray. One day, Jenny heard tales of an enchanted forest deep within the woods, where magical creatures and treasures beyond imagination were said to exist. Tempted by the thought of riches, Jenny decided to venture into the enchanted forest, hoping to capture some of the magical creatures and sell them for a fortune. As Jenny entered the enchanted forest, she was amazed by the beauty around her. Trees with golden leaves sparkled in the sunlight, and flowers of every color imaginable bloomed on the forest floors. Birds with feathers of gold and silver flew overhead, and gentle creatures with glowing fur roamed freely. But Jenny's greed blinded her to the beauty of the forest, and all she could think about was the treasure she would gain. She set her traps and waited for the magical creatures to fall into them. As the night fell, Jenny noticed a faint, glowing light in the distance. Curious, she followed the light and found a beautiful fairy sitting on a stone. Her wings shimmered like diamonds. The fairy smiled at Jenny and said, "Welcome, traveler. What brings you to our enchanted forest?" Jenny, hiding her true intentions, replied, "I have heard the wonders of this forest and wanted to see them for myself." The fairy nodded, but she saw through Jenny's deceit and knew of her greed and the trap she had set. "The forest is indeed full of wonders," she said, "but it is also a place of balance and harmony. Those who come with selfish intentions will not find what they seek." Jenny spent the night in the forest, dreaming of the riches she would obtain. But the next morning, when she went to check on her traps, she found them empty. The magical creatures had outsmarted her and avoided the traps. Angry and frustrated, Jenny continued her hunt, determined to capture at least one magical creature. Days passed, but no matter how hard she tried, the creatures avoided her. The enchanted forest seemed to be working against her. The trees moved, the paths shifted, and even the birds flew in circles to confuse her. Exhausted and defeated, Jenny sat down under a tree and realized that her greed had led her nowhere. She had failed to appreciate the beauty and the wonder of the forest, focusing only on what she could take from it. As she was about to leave, the fairy reappeared before her. "You have learned a valuable lesson, Jenny," she said kindly. "The forest does not give its treasures to those who seek to sell it, but for those who come with a pure heart and respect for nature. The forest offers its greatest gift, wisdom." Jenny bowed her head in shame and thanked the fairy for her wisdom. She left the enchanted forest, never to return as a hunter. Instead, she became a protector of the forest, teaching others in the village to respect nature and live in harmony with it. Moral of the story: greed and selfishness lead to downfall, while respect for nature and a pure heart bring true wisdom. Please like, share, and subscribe for more stories.